Alright guys, we are going to be working on pages 180 through 184. It's all on volume, alright, which is just length times width times height, right? We're just working with rectangular prisms and cubes. So let's start with number 13 on page 180. Okay, so our length, now you have some room with this, only because the length and width can often be interchanged. So if you flip them, don't worry about it. Alright, I'm going to say a length of 2 inches, a width also of 2 inches, and a height. Now that one really can't be interchanged because that's how tall something is, so we're always going to use the up and down. That's 3 inches. And volume, so we have to multiply out 3 of those. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. So our volume is 12 inches cubed. Our next one, length. I'm going to go across, so our length is 5. Our width is 2. Again, if you flipped those, that's okay. And our height is also 2. Alright, so 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 is 20 cubic inches. So then it asks us, solid blank has less volume than solid blank. So E is less than F. 12 is less than 20. Alright, so there's number 13. Okay. Moving on to number 14, very similar setup. We have G and H. Okay. Now these are both cubes, so hopefully that'll go pretty quickly, right? All the measurements are the same. 2 by 2 by 2, 4 by 4 by 4. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. And then 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. So, solid H has a greater volume than solid G. Right, cubes are pretty quick multiplication there. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay. Now, looking at their example on page 181, it looks like they've defined length and width specifically. So length is how far it goes back, according to the book, and width is how far it's across in the front. Alright, so we'll stick to that for these next 3 questions. So 1, 2, and 3. We have length, width, height, length, width, height, length, width, height. Let's go ahead and answer those. Starting with the length, we have 12, then a width of 12, and a height of 20. Next one we have 25, 12, 16, and then the next one is a cube, so it's 18 for each one. Okay, so let me get it in the picture. There's for page 181. That one went pretty quick. Okay. On to 182. Alright. So, number 4. We have the length being 5, the width is 12, the height is 9, so they ask us to do 5 times 12 times 9. Well, 5 times 12 is 60. Times 9, 6 times 9 is 54, add a 0 at the end, 540 centimeters squared. Alright, number 5, we need to multiply. 3 times 4 is 12, times 2 is 24 inches cubed. Number 6, 5 times 8 is 40, times 3 is 120 inches cubed. Right, there we go, there is, oops, excuse me, let me fix the number up there. Page 182. Okay, page 182. Alright, here are our next ones, and for the sake of time, I'm going to use my calculator so we can get through these quickly. So, as always, you can check with your calculator afterwards, but good practice to do the multiplication on your own. But I have other videos and other things to complete today, so it is what it is. Some of these we can do mentally. 6 times 5 is 30, times 4 is 120 cubic feet. Next, 16 times 16 times 16. I could do the math, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to multiply it out. 4,096 cubic meters. Next one. 4 times 4 is 16, times 24 gives us 384 centimeters cubed. Number 10, 7 times 9 times 3, 7 times 9 we know is 63, times 3 is 189 inches cubed. Next one, 8 times 8 is 64, 64 times 7 gives us 448 inches cubed. And then 3 times 5 is 15, or you know what, easier, 8 times 5 is 40, times 3 is 120 meters cubed. Alright, so there we go. There is page 183. Last one. Alright, finding more volume. Okay, number 13, 14, 15, and 16. 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we have 5 times 12 times 9. I think that sounds like similar measurements to the previous page. 10 times 25, 10 times, stop. 10 times 25 times 14, 3,500 inches cubed. 15, 7 times 12 times 8, 672 meters cubed. Next one, 24 times 10 times 15 gives us 3,600 feet cubed. Number 17, find the volume of a cube with edges measuring 9 centimeters. So we have 9 by 9 by 9, 729 cubic centimeters. A rectangular prism has a length of 8 and a height of 5, so 8 times 5 is 40. Its length is twice its width. Find the volume. Alright, so if its length is 8, its width is half that size, right? So that'd be 4. So 8 times 5 is 40, times 4 is 160 feet cubed. The base of a rectangular prism is a square whose sides each measure 9. The height is 11. So we have a 9 by 9 on the bottom, and it's 11 up. So 81, right? 9 times 9 is 81, times 11 gives us 891 inches cubed. Okay, there we go. There we go. That is it for these pages.